All right, it is officially that time of the week again. We are back with another update video. I've got a full guide for you guys for the MOBY update today. Like we always do here, first we're going to go over the free content, then I will show you guys all of the Robux stuff closer to the end. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you stick around, ignore what's going on in the background, and let's get into this. Now, the very first thing that you will probably notice is that on the bottom left-hand side, it is indeed going to be a double XP weekend. So I'm sure a lot of you are excited about that. There's plenty of you in my comment section, especially in that leveling video, that are still making that final push to level 1000. And it's kind of like I predicted it. I'm going to be honest, I had no idea there was going to be a double XP, but I'm actually really glad now that we have a video that's up to date out for you guys to go ahead and make the absolute most of it. Now, right behind me, you're going to find yourself Captain Ahab, of course, over here at Moosewood. If we speak to him, he says, "Ye hunt the great white beast MOBY. Bring me one and I'll trade ye a relic payment for vengeance. Now go and may the seas show ye no mercy." Wow, that was actually really cringe to read. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna say I'll get one, and now we go ahead and pretty much get started on this. One thing that you guys will probably notice right off the bat is that we do have some type of a compass now. I'm gonna be completely honest, I have no idea what purpose the compass serves as of right now. There is technically a scroll, and I guess if we follow it, it leads us into somewhere here inside of Moosewood. Specifically, it looks like this dude right here being Phineas. Hello, Fisher. I've got a question for you. What is the question? How often do you use bait when fishing? Pretty often. Oh, it's just a quest. Well, I'm not 100% sure why that was popping up. Maybe it's just like a new feature that they added for people or something. I don't know. Now, of course, just like I mentioned in my video yesterday, because this is the update right after the last major update, unfortunately, it isn't going to be anything super crazy. There is going to be a lot of bug fixes, which we will get into those in just a second, because there is a pretty major one that I want to show you guys. Right now, let's focus on the whale migration, and I'm going to give you guys a full breakdown on how exactly this works. So there we go. The whale migration has just started up on the top, as you can see right over here. It's going to be the exact same as pretty much like an orca migration. So as you can see right here, basically it goes ahead and spawns in, majority of the time, 2 blue whales. As for where I'm located right now, we are behind Sunstone Island. So unlike the orcas, which are technically right through kind of like the backside of Moosewood, these come through the backside of Sunstone Island. If we go ahead and open up our fish radar here, you'll notice that it's actually quite large how long you have to actually fish for them. So you can pretty much start right here and just sort of hang out until they sort of progressively move across. But anyways, as I was saying before, the more common ones are going to be the blue whale. Now, as you probably saw from the title of this video, this is called the MOBY update for a reason, and that is because there is technically a secret version of these blue whales. I'm sure you kind of are piecing everything together right now, but yes, it is a MOBY whale, which just like the ancient orca has a 5% chance of spawning. When it does spawn, you'll know because it'll be swimming right in the center. If we take a look over here, the blue whales are considered exotics, and their preferred bait is shrimp. MOBY, on the other hand, is considered a secret. Preferred bait is squid for him, and overall, I think it's a way cooler concept than having something like an ancient or even something like a supercharged, for example. I mentioned this very briefly during my video yesterday that I thought it'd be really cool to see something like that, where they sort of add like a secret version, but where it doesn't end up being an ancient one every single time. And sure enough, fast forward about 12 hours, and here we are. There is now a MOBY version, which is now considered the secret. As for the exact spawn cycle of these, I'm not 100% sure, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. If I was to go ahead and give a number right now, I'd probably be making it up. But as you're watching this video, I will more than likely be live. So swing by the live, ask me in the chat. I will more than likely have a lot more information by then. Now, as you can see right here, the blue whale is a negative 90% to be able to catch this, which makes it very obvious that the MOBY is going to be a negative 95%. We'll be checking it out in just 1 second. But for the most part, the blue whale is a negative 90%. But at least with the no life rod, it doesn't really have the craziest resilience. Overall, it seems to be fairly easy to catch, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, the real question is it going to be like that for me during the stream? I hope so, because I don't need a blue whale incident. Now, sure enough, MOBY is a negative 95%. This one does seem to have quite a bit of high resilience. I don't really think it's anything too crazy. Actually, I might have to take that back. This is kind of wild. Not gonna lie, I kind of had to focus there and shut up. But we now have a cutscene for MOBY. Hey, yo! Wait a minute, this is kind of sick. Nah. He like slammed his body on top of the boat. That's actually so sick, dude. Now, if you notice at this point, obviously it's gone ahead and disappeared, but I'm going to go all the way to the end just to show you guys where the migration does finally end up disappearing. So yeah, here it is. It's actually extremely far away. So as I mentioned before, it starts at Sunstone Island and makes its way all the way over here. So definitely a lot of time to be able to go ahead and catch these. So that's pretty much it for the new content. Again, it's not really something super crazy, but this was already expected because of the fact that we just had the major update. Now, with that being said, there is something else that you can probably notice right behind me, which is extremely good news for you guys. But yes, there is finally a back to the surface portal inside of the comm zone. So you guys do not need to be traveling all the way back. I've seen your comments 1,000 times, and it looks like the dev team has as well. So they've gone ahead and went and implemented that into the game. So be looking forward to that. Now let's move into the part that some people find a little questionable, but some people at this point are kind of used to it, and that is the Robux stuff. So we do have a new bundle called the Flipper Bundle. It gives you a Flipper Express boat as well as the whale lantern. You probably saw it at the beginning of the video. It's kind of like a 2-story yacht. I'll go ahead and show it to you in just a second here. But on top of that, there also is a 64x server luck for 1 hour attached to this bad boy. As for the rod skins, we have a new skin for the training rod, the king's rod, as well as what you've already seen, the no life rod. For the no life rod, it is called Slime Bound, and it looks really, really cool, actually. If your favorite color is green, or maybe your outfit is green, this is going to fit you perfectly. But again, I'm not trying to be a salesman here. Next one up is the training rod. This one is called Blue Trainer, and buddy, I'm going to say it like they did this training rod some justice, because wow, it actually looks super sick now. I mean, be so for real. How do you go from that to this? Like, what, bro? I'll tell you how, with money. Now, the next one up here is the rod that I'm so glad nobody talks about anymore, and everyone has just sort of moved on from it. God, I hate it. If you've been with this channel since pretty much I started Fish, or since pretty much like the release of Fish for the most part, you know how much I hated this rod. But anyways, this one is called, oh my God, wait a minute. This is actually so sick. Nah, why did they give the worst rod in the game such a cool skin? Either way, this was called Royal Scepter. Actually super sick. To sort of end things off here, let's go ahead and spawn in the Flipper Express for you guys. If you notice, it is 245 speed for this, which now, to my knowledge, making it the fastest boat in the game. At least that's obtainable. The catch is that this bad boy is absolutely massive, so it doesn't really move all that quick. But yeah, it's basically shaped after a whale. If you notice the back, it's got the little fin, and it's sort of 2 stories. So here's the first floor with an absurd amount of seats, and then the captain's chair up here, and it's got like I guess like a helipad or something on the top. It's pretty cool. Nice little effect that it has at the bottom, and then you sort of have like a trail on the antenna that's at the top. So overall, really cool looking. And yeah, man, for the most part, that is everything to expect for the update. Hopefully this helps you out. Let me know in the comment section if you're able to get your hands on one of the MOBYs. As I mentioned before, I'm not entirely sure when this video will go live, but while you're watching this, I will more than likely be live. So make sure that you swing by, let me know that you watched the video, and of course, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.